I was, you all were trying to enroll me into a school and I got rejected from that school because they asked me what my name was and I said Kiran.
What?
No, not that. What he had done was
I opened my shirt.
he opened his shirt कि इधर to show कि इधर किरण लिखा हुआ है.
Are you serious?
This was I'll tell you.
मुझे स्कूल ने एडमिशन नहीं दिया मुझे.
क्या है ये?
He's inspired so many of us. You know, I had given up on filmmaking after I made Woodstock Villa, and I saw Devdi, and it sort of propelled me to want to again. He had made Devdi, he made Gulal. They were released back to back.
Yes.
I saw Gulal. It sort of pushed me. I wanted to come back. This self-nostalgia is destructive. वो मतलब आप अपने को ही glorify करते रहो. I don't have photographs of my national awards.
You don't.
Of me receiving the national award. I don't have it. I have some full Facebook record. The original pictures were sent to me by from Delhi. I lost them.
Hello and welcome to OTTplay. This is Shubham Kulkarni and today in conversation with me is Team Lootere. Welcome to OTTplay, guys.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
The pleasure's mine. But before I get on to those serious questions, I have to ask these two guys, what is the mantra of cracking the perfect theme always? Like second time in a row. Like the perfect theme music.
I think Achint. It's always, I would say it's the third time actually.
Yes.
Scoop ka bhi
yes, the
title
third
track was Achint.
Yes.
वो we just I remember उसे Scoop का जब भेजा था.
हाँ.
He took some 5 months, and then his WhatsApp पे he sent me a tune.
Okay.
And my response, I don't know if I'm able to use French here. I said this is fucking brilliant. So my response was in French.
Oh man. How do you do that? What's your
I mean, my
French?
See, my rapport with Achint is very old. I've known Achint since we were like college kids. So,
Okay.
yeah, like since before, like we was in the 9th or 10th. So I've known Achint, and I've also, you know, Achint was actually very popular during college also. You know, like you had most of the girls were like Achint, you know, वैसा उसका fandom था हमेशा.
हाँ.
You know, college fest वगैरह में. And I've seen him perform at Blue Frog and all that, and he's always been good. You know, there's something about his music that, you know, he's always had. It's funny, but he's always had a fan base.
Okay.
Yeah, there has always been a sector of people, of students who, from, you know, millennials who've known Achint and known his work and his music. And I don't know, yeah, he's also fun, and I feel, I always knew I wanted to work with him someday, and I'm just happy, you know.
The dream
We're
team.
also able to give him the freedom to do,
Yes.
you know, try new things out, and you know, we also don't box him into doing what everyone else is doing. You know, I think that's very important for musicians also.
And the amazing thing is, you know, he does not see लोग ना आदत होती है कि ऑप्शन देते हैं 4 ऑप्शन. ऑप्शन 1, ऑप्शन 2, ऑप्शन 3 कि ये नहीं अच्छा लगा तो you know अब वो पूरी बेचने वाली बात होती है.
हाँ. तो वो नहीं देता.
वो एक चीज बेचता है. You like it or you don't like it. Don't like it, I'll give you something else
I'll do
later.
something else.
But he doesn't give you 4 options. He'll give you one thing. It takes time.
Okay.
He sends it and मतलब it's usually it's not sent in vain. कि भाई भेजना है, deliver करना है इसलिए भेज रहा हूँ. मतलब he gives you a nightmare before delivery.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's a nightmare delivery के time because it takes a lot of time. बहुत
Yeah,
last minute तक
this
tracks
should have
नहीं
come
आते.
out maybe 3 months ago.
You know,
Achint.
मतलब you won't believe कि Scam 1992 के the Dolby tracks,
Right.
Oh my
the
God.
5.1 tracks reached us last year.
Yeah.
Last year, they were delivered last year.
Yeah.
Because what you see on Sony Live,
Yeah.
thanks to the lack of technology on Sony Live, when
Sony
Scam
Live,
you can't
then
make
was
a-
released, we had stereo tracks.
Yes.
And we put the stereo tracks out because we did not have time for 5.1. So वो stereo tracks were played and he delivered this last year. So वो मतलब he gives you sleepless nights, but those sleepless nights are worth it when you listen to the kind of music
That's
he gives
true.
you. I mean, look at the Coke Studio track that he created, Khalasi.
Khalasi, yes.
So it's a revolution.
Yeah.
You know, India say, you know, after Pasuri, I think Khalasi is the
Khalasi,
other
yes.
breakout number.
That's so true. That's so true. But coming to the show, जब कैनवास इतना वाइड हो जाता है, there is this entire space जहाँ पे हर कॉर्नर में एक पैरेलल नैरेटिव है, and then you guys have to make that show. Tell me, what is that one surprising element that makes you want to make it as a creator, as a director, and as an actor?
What? No. Please, what? Say that again.
One surprising element of the show that makes you want to do it.
For this?
Yes.
For me, I mean, it's a character that I've never played before. I've never played a man like this before, with such an ego and such violence and exuberance in a way. Badass, yes, sure, yeah, badass. लोग बोलते हैं ना, आदमी खुद कैसे बोल सकता है? But yeah, he is a badass. He all the things that as a guy you would love to do, you know, he gets to do it. So it's great. So for me, the character was a big draw for me personally. To do it, yeah.
For you, Jai?
The uniqueness of it, the fact that it's never been done before, is what attracted me. I think, yeah. If it's been done before, I don't want to do it.
Okay. For you, sir?
In this particular show, it was, if Jai was excited about it, I was on. I wanted him to explore something that he had not done before, that was out of, what does not excite me, I can tell you that. It's something that makes me feel comfortable.
Okay.
कि अगर comfort, you feel that I've done this before and I can keep doing it, then I should not be doing it. You must be uncomfortable. You must be able to, कि अच्छा, how will I? You need to be nervous about being on set. You need to feel that I don't know anything. And the moment you feel that way, you know that you will work that much more. Complacency is something that that I don't want. And I thought this was the perfect platform. Like Jai, for me, I always knew what Jai was capable of in terms of wanting to do something fun, larger than life, spectacular. He wanted to do this whole thing of spectacle. So when this idea was given to me by Shailesh, who's the creator of the show, Shailesh saying, super, and Vishal, they were writing it. So Shailesh called me. Initially, I think Vasan was supposed to be directing it, but Vasan got committed to Monica, Oh My Darling. And when he told me about it, I said, this is the right thing for Jai. He enjoys the spectacle. He enjoys the adventure, the adrenaline pumping, action. Those are things that he enjoys, and he अच्छा showcase tha for his skill at doing this, at executing something of this scale.
That's interesting, but that brings me to you. Your schooling in cinema is two vast talents. There is Anurag Kashyap at one side, there's Sir at one point. Tell me, what traits of that schooling do you try to bring in your filmmaking?
Spontaneity.
Okay.
Also, they're not from different schools of filmmaking.
They're not?
Actually, they're from this. They're from the same school.
Okay.
But they're from different.
Two branches
divisions.
of the same school.
Two different
Yes.
divisions.
Okay.
One science, one commerce, but they're same school.
People don't know that Anurag began his career as a writer.
Yes, he did.
With my first film. It was his first film, Jai Mehta. So Anurag's first film was Jai Mehta, and so we started together in a sense. Then we went our different ways and different directions. I had a tough journey, so did Anurag. Panch, Black Friday, all stuck. So we had a similar journey, and then our journeys collided. When I wanted to start doing, a new chapter in my life with Shahid, I called Anurag.
Okay.
And Anurag, I said, just lend your name to this film. I will get money. And I did not get money, but I got Anurag's name in it. And we've been friends. We've been like a support system to each other.
Yeah.
Bouncing boards, very critical of each other's work. So in that sense, we've all seen a certain time. At different times, we've inspired each other. He's inspired so many of us. I had given up on filmmaking after I made Woodstock Villa, and I saw Devdi, and it sort of propelled me to want to again He had made Devdi, he made Gulal. They were released back to back.
Yes.
I saw Gulal. It sort of pushed me. I wanted to come back into filmmaking. I wanted to, make, at least tell myself that I'm capable of telling good stories. And I think all that, so that we have both been very persevering with whatever we want to do. I think that's the only gift we can give to Jai.
That's true.
That, may you persevere like we have done. May you struggle lesser than we have. May you get all the money in the world like we haven't.
But since we are talking about those
Money.
tough days, not money, those tough days, tell me, how do you keep going for all these years?
So it's very simple. You get up in the morning,
Okay.
tell your, and you don't have to tell your answer. You get up in the morning and say, today is a new day. You just don't look back.
Yeah.
So I've never looked back. I don't have copies of my old films.
You don't?
No, I don't keep them. I hate living in self-nostalgia.
Yeah.
I'm a freak for nostalgia. I love old films. But self-nostalgia is destructive. वो मतलब आप अपने को ही glorify करते रहो. I don't have photographs of my national awards.
You don't?
Of me receiving the national award. I don't have it. I have some Facebook record. The original pictures were sent to me by from Delhi. I've lost them.
It's with me.
It's with you.
I've lost them. I don't really want to see them. I don't want to care for them because that is such a barrier to to getting up and challenging
you
yourself.
get lost in that.
You get lost in that. It's
Yeah.
not worth it. It's not fun.
Sometimes become the
It
burden.
gives you it gives you a very, very false sense of self-worth.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. I mean, you are worthless. You get up in the morning telling yourself that there's a lot to prove.
It's actually fascinating. But that brings me to you. Your career is, if not more, 2 decades at least. Then
2 decades?
2 decades.
Oh, sorry. 2 decades. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Before that, you was a cricketer. no?
Yeah, I followed our producer here to become a cricketer. Sorry. Go on.
From Jaunpur.
सर वो बन जाएगा वो मेरे को गंभीर बुलाने लग जाएंगे लोग. Anyways, go on. Sorry.
People keep calling me Vivek Gomber.
No. Please ask your question.
But
Gomber.
since we are
Gomber,
talking about these 2 decades, the gap between the projects have been longer.
Which between my work,
Yes,
right?
have been longer. In that space, tell me, how do you be at peace with that कि next project कब आएगा पता नहीं है, बहुत time भी लग सकता है. And then be that choosy.
Yeah, no, I mean, it seems like that on the outside that it's taken a while. Like, I think for me, Sir dropped in 2021
Yes.
on Netflix. But at that point, we were finishing Disciple Ka producing work. And 21, I started auditioning for this, which took 6 months. And then we started shooting for this. And shooting for this took a year. And then when I came back, I shot another film, finished our work here. And then I recently shot another film. But when do these work come out? That's not up to me. So initially it was harder. Now I'm more secure just because of the time I've invested here, that I know that my work exists, that it will come out. I'm also fortunate that I come from a place where I don't have to I have a little bit of financial stability, security, so I can afford to be unemployed for those momentary moments when it happens. Plus, yeah, COVID changed everything.
It did.
For me, COVID was a tough time, but the fact that Sir, which was going to be a theatrical, ended up coming out in COVID when people had gotten used to 1 year of being in lockdown, really helped the film. All of a sudden everybody watched the film, which wouldn't have happened otherwise, and that led to more work. But yeah, sometimes, the work will come out when it will come out. You just have to step back and make sure you're getting work. I think that's more important than you're working on yourself. So yeah, there's no other reason why it takes so long. It's just the nature of the beast. You got to be humble and make sure you're doing your job to get the work you can. Yeah.
That's true. But still, getting your next job as a director, as actor, getting that वो पैसा मिलना, that to make that project. Tell me, is it still a task for you guys?
It is not a task, but it is. I mean, it's part of. If you are running a non-profit, you have to raise funds.
Yes.
If you are running a business, you have to raise money. Same way, I mean, it's part of our job. You know, अगर मैं कहता हूँ कि I create art in isolation, तो कभी बनेगा नहीं. You know, वो प्योरिज्म, वो जो एक प्योरिस्ट थिंकिंग है कि मैं क्रिएट करूँगा, पैसा मुझे कोई लेना देना नहीं. It's wrong. It's false.
It's false, yes.
Realism थोड़ा ज़रूरी है. Practicality is important. That's why I've survived all these years. And वो मैं जय को, when he was assisting me, I said, Jai, first thing I need you to know is how to make a budget.
ठीक है.
बजट बनाना सीखो. मतलब it's an important skill for you to have to be aware कि what are the things. It breaks down your work into various things. So I've made my own budgets and presented to a producer. So वो हमेशा, so you know, the only way to raise money is to make that impossible commitment and to make that impossible commitment work. कि जो 4 करोड़ में बन सकता है 1 करोड़ में बनाओ, जो 1 में बन सकता है वो 35 लाख में बनाओ. That is the only way to make it.
अगर वो 4 करोड़ में बन सकता है तो 20 करोड़ में मत बनाओ.
Yeah.
वो भी है.
So that's just that realism is important.
That's true. But Jay, choosing your next project, choosing what to direct, tell me what is that you don't want to do?
No, I will never say no to anything.
You'll never say no to anything.
No. Why would I? I mean, it's a privilege to be, you know, if people offer me work, why would I turn down work? I mean, I have worked almost 15 years for
Yes.
this very moment. And when people are going to offer me work, why would I say no? I've been working for this.
Yeah.
You know, and it is a very big privilege and an honor that, you know, if I'm offered work, I will never say no to work. Or anything, in fact. It could be anything from a comedy to an animated film. I'll do it all. And I want to do it all. It's a
इंडस्ट्री
challenge.
में बहुत कम चांस आता है आपको, अगर कोई पूछता है काम के लिए. अगर पूछ रहा है तो ले लो जब वो टाइम है, अदरवाइज इट डजंट कम. यू नो, it will come maybe 10 years after.
That's
if
true.
you survive. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, but I mean, why would you say no?
Yeah.
You know, why would you say no to an opportunity? Everything is an opportunity. You are never bigger than the project.
That's
You're
true.
never bigger than the movie. We are all at the service of the film.
That's true. On that note, sir, would you ever want to make a film that has song and dance, the vibrance of it all? Maybe SRK comes and makes a cameo. What about that?
It depends.
SRK.
Yeah.
It depends on the
yeah,
depends on
why
the
not?
script. I
Right
mean,
now.
I would like him to play a main part. He's such a good actor.
He is.
So वो and गाने, मतलब आप सोचो, पिछले decade में one of the biggest songs, मुस्कुराने की वजह तुम हो,
Yes.
was in
From
my
your
film,
film.
from my film. तो वो मतलब गाने आते रहते हैं. So it will be there. वो गाने भी होंगे, नाच गाना होगा. मतलब मैंने शुरुआत की थी अपनी करियर में बहुत हिट गाने से, कि दिल पे मत ले यार मर जाएगा, आशा जी ने गाया. तो गाने दे आर पार्ट ऑफ आवर सिनेमा, दे आर पार्ट ऑफ आवर स्टोरी टेलिंग.
I mean, Shah Rukh Khan is I remember, I think at school, you all were trying to enroll me into a school and I got rejected from that school because they asked me what my name was and I said Kiran.
What?
No, not that. What he had done was
I opened my shirt.
he opened his shirt कि इधर to show कि इधर किरण लिखा हुआ है.
Are you serious?
Because I'll tell you,
मुझे स्कूल ने एडमिशन नहीं दिया मुझे.
क्या है ये?
He was not talking. He was not talking. So the principal asked him, "Okay, what is your name?" So he just as a shirt suddenly opened his eyes and मतलब ये क्या कर रहा है यार?
स्कूल के प्रिंसिपल के सामने
Yeah.
किया था मैंने.
But we're all, I think I'm also a Shah Rukh fan. I love Shah Rukh.
we
Oh
all
my
are.
Who
God.
isn't?
Who isn't?
Why
Yes.
wouldn't you
My
be?
God.
What's not to love about him?
He's amazing.
He is. He is. On that note, thank you so much for the conversation
Thank
and
you.
all the best for the show.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, man.